What? What?
Alex.
Hi.
Are you not ready?
I'm ready. Hi. Welcome to the Honeycomb Hideout. This is a weekly podcast where we, as a band and staff members here at Sepsis, host conversations about the music industry, social media, and any latest technology and AI news.
The latest technology in metal chairs from Walmart.
Oh, that's what it is.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Is that a dongle?
No, it's my key.
Oh.
Keys now don't actually go in; they just hit it to
Oh.
the ignition.
Is it push to start?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Do you have a Sepsis keychain on there?
No, just a paw print.
This is
You
a
need-
strange.
The new
this
round
is
of
strange.
the new round
thing.
of keychains haven't come in yet. I'm holding out for one of the good ones.
Oh,
One of the new ones.
gotcha. New merch, everybody. Tune in at the table. We'll get to the shows in a second. We got Melissa over there behind the camera, the voice.
Hi.
She is the lead singer of Sepsis.
And recently just got an upgrade, so she's even more metaverse Melissa than before.
Oh
Hey.
my gosh, yes, the in-ears. Do you like them?
I love them. They're so
I'm
awesome.
loving that she's loving them.
That's awesome.
It makes me feel good too because I recommended them. So like I would have felt really bad if I spent this whole year talking up this game about how you guys got to use in-ears. This is the way to go, and then turns out like she's like, no, I fucking hate these. I would have felt terrible.
I've
That
never,
wasn't the case.
I've never seen her happier.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely like noticed that she was like smiling when she had them on.
It's like having bionic ears.
Well, most people don't know that she's hard of hearing in one ear, and then there's other people that don't know it's hard to hear on stage.
It's
Like,
almost impossible sometimes.
People don't know that. You know, a lot of people at home think that when you're up on stage, it's louder because they
Nope.
think you're closer to the speakers, so they think it's naturally.
No, sometimes it's worse.
Yeah, it's more like being in the center of the music, not the music coming at you.
You're amongst it.
It's like being in the center of a storm or a cyclone, right? All the energy and the events are happening on the outside, right? But in the middle, it's kind of, well, I don't know because I've never been in the middle of a hurricane, but you get my point.
Right. We got Salvatore Pan on the drums. William Savant and Sriracha, also known as Hot Sauce.
Meow, pip. You're supposed to hit the thing. Meow, pips.
Mirror Pips
There it is.
on the guitars. And let's not forget about
About who?
the hypnotizing musical taste of our very own bass player, ladies and gentlemen, Zachy V!
Thank you.
The
Yeah.
mesmerizing, the specializing,
With his flower shirt.
the
It's great.
hypnotizing.
Vacation.
You're on vacation?
Yeah.
For now.
Every day's a vacation when you're just chillaxing.
Right.
It's hot out now, so I had to dress summer attire. We
Right.
skipped spring, went right to summer.
100 stars from Hans.
Woo!
What color?
Yeah, do you want to change the color?
Yes.
Like,
we're
Hans, don't be
doing
spending
this.
that merch money on stars.
This is a new thing that we're doing. Every 100 stars, you get to change the color behind us. You can pick any color that you want, your favorite color.
Pick a color, any color.
You can even pick colors that you hate.
Right. Can even do that too. Another thing we're doing is, are we starting the 500 stars for the breakdown party?
Oh, we started that last week.
Yeah.
It's here. We've added a breakdown.
Yep.
We've added the breakdown.
No, we've added a breakdown. Now there's more
Not
than one.
there's. We're gonna have so many. Soon.
Right. The goal is to add breakdowns throughout the year. So then that way,
Gotcha.
500 a breakdown. Are you on?
500 stars, you get a random break.
Lexi is on the show. I promise.
I'm on the show. I'm on the show.
So there is a new breakdown available.
There is.
That is a thing.
Yes, we're gonna have to start naming them too. So we have the OG breakdown,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we have the dreadlock breakdown because I almost messed it up while recording it with my dreadlocks. Yes, so yeah, Zach wrote this cool breakdown riff, and then I went to go record it. You know, like so he did the guitar part, and then I went to go record it, and I screwed it up with my dreadlocks.
Hans, you're missing about 450 stars.
What's he trying to do?
He said 50.
He said 50
alright.
and said breakdown.
No,
no.
500.
Right, you're missing some
500.
zeros.
Yeah,
Right?
500 for the breakdown party.
That's so funny.
And it's random. Every week we add a new breakdown. Should we do the Southington breakdown?
It's a random breakdown.
Right. So you never
So we don't
really know. Yeah.
No, the next one that we write. Southington. The Southington breakdown.
That's a fill. That's a fill.
Right.
Who's Phil?
He's on the drums. He'll be playing with Rob this Saturday.
I was gonna say Sal's on the drums.
Yeah, we have shows. This Saturday, Charlie's Hill in Lebanon, Maine for
Yeah.
Zachy B's birthday bash.
Yay!
You know what's really cool about that is all of a sudden I'm seeing people slip through the door. They're like, "Are you guys playing this Saturday?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I'm going."
Oh, yeah. Pack
Sammy's
it up.
building up too.
Hell yeah!
Pack up the venue. Charlie's Hill this Saturday. Zachy B's birthday.
The big 3-0.
I want all of our local shows this year to be like real local shows. Like, remember when we used to have local shows and we never stressed about anything? It's because I was drunk. So I now have to pretend.
I was gonna say, wait, you guys played shows where there was no stress? I've never once experienced something like that.
I was intoxicated the whole
I've been in a
time.
lot of bands. I used to be drunk all the time too.
As soon as I got sober and I started like, you stress out at shows because you care.
True that.
You feel everything. You taste everything. It's not a bad thing. It's just like... And then the realization is that you haven't really been playing that well. Because you're like, wow, I've been intoxicated for the last, 40 shows. Then you realize, oh my God, I could be playing a little bit better if I just stopped doing that.
True that.
We've had guitar players fall straight on their face. Remember?
Oh,
That
I
happened
remember.
one time, and it was during a music video shoot. Oh, you're talking
No,
about other
somebody
Oh, we
else.
were talking
Yeah.
about a different, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, we've had...
And you weren't intoxicated.
No, you weren't.
I was
You were
just-
intoxicated with rock and roll.
I was
Right.
gonna say I was intoxicated with my
Life.
first video shoot with sepsis.
Ah,
Kevin, thank you. 100 stars.
Thank
Kev,
you.
what's up? Yo, is Kev going to Rockfest? Did we make the determination?
Everyone
He
in
said
the
he was gonna try.
everyone in the chat, if you're going to Rockfest, put a 1.
I know. I'm going to be talking a lot about Rockfest coming up.
If we're
'cause-
going to Rockfest.
just because I'd never played anything quite like it. So
Ooh.
forgive me if I... You guys could have got a breakdown out of this.
500 from Eric. Let's go.
Woo!
That's great.
Oh, it's the new one.
Is it loud enough, guys?
No, you got to turn that up. Come on, we got to turn that up. Let me know if we need bigger mixes on that.
Well, that might be different. You're hearing it on my speaker. You're probably not.
Okay. I want to make sure that it's breakdown louder.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Say
run it
louder
back.
in the chat.
Run
if
it back
you-
until we know.
Say
Louder.
louder in the chat if you need it louder.
How's this sound? Is that better?
All right. I like that. Was kind of loud. That was
Louder still?
louder, still.
Louder.
I mean,
Louder
it's a
still.
red, man.
That's good. That's good. It's like Glenn Robinson. Push it to the limit.
Alright, this is
Push it
all
to
the
the
way. This
limit.
is as high as it'll go.
Oh, Oh, here we go.
To the sky!
Let me know. Oh, we just got some stars. Who was it? I can't read it.
Hans.
Hans, thank you. All right, well, I guess
good.
it's staying all the way up then.
That's good.
As low as it gets.
Staying
That's
all the
good.
way up.
That's good. It's all right if it's a little obnoxious. It's supposed to be.
Okay.
Oh, you lost your glasses, I see.
Oh no, I take them off so I can prevent losing them.
What do you do at the merch table when you're headbanging? Do you take your glasses off?
Yeah, I take my glasses off and I hold them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there's a whole strategy behind merch table headbanging?
Yeah, with glasses, yeah.
Do you take them off on stage?
On stage, I'm terrified. I tried that for the last Jewel show that we did, having my glasses off, and I almost fell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you those like things that you put on the ends of them, and then you can like the little
Tie 'em to
bands.
your
Yeah.
head.
That's a good idea.
Like a lot of sports people use them so that they can have their glasses on.
I thought that that's what you did.
Headbang?
No,
Because your glasses stay on
I just get
somehow.
them tight enough so that they stay put.
Huh. I'm a wreck. Like when I get on stage, I'm taking stuff out of my pockets. I'm grabbing hair ties. I'm pinning down clothes. I'm shaving
If
extra
you're gonna be
facial hair.
headbanging and you would like to see, I recommend, tying them to the back of your head.
Okay.
Well, to her credit, the last time she screamed, it was at the Raven, and nobody can see on that stage.
True that.
I wonder if
True
we'll
that.
be able to see anything at Rockfest. Probably not.
I don't know, maybe.
100 stars from Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are really
Black.
lucky because,
Can't do black.
and if you see, we are steadily making our way to our goal to upgrading the podcast.
Yes, thank
It's
you guys
working.
so much for all the stars and all the donations. It's really helped us achieve this goal.
For all of you that don't know, if you send us donations or stars, and if you have recently, we are trying really hard to get rid of our one cheap microphone and then have 3 cheap microphones.
Yeah. But there's 3 of them instead of 1. That way you can hear Zach.
Right, and we definitely
Yeah, because right now I'm very quiet.
and they don't know what you just said, but this
Exactly.
and then this we got to get rid of this table. We need
Yeah.
a new podcast table. As you can see, it's
I feel like you can hear the table more than you can hear me sometimes.
you can.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm always kicking it. I'm clumsy.
You know how to kick it, man.
You can't kick the table. Gotcha.
I know how to kick it. I know how to kick back and relax. I'm very good at that. You know what they say, when the going gets tough, Zachy B gets going.
That's good.
Brandon for 50 stars.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon.
So yes, please share the feed. That really does help us a lot. If you can send stars, you can always share the feed. Invite your friends to the page. Invite your friends to our groups that we have, like Sepsis the Swarm. You can also sign our guest book on sepsis.com.
You can also buy our merch there, too.
Oh yeah, we got new merch up there, sepsis.com/shop. Go on a shopping spree. It's almost summer. Gotta get your tank tops and stuff.
The more stuff you buy now is the more chance we can have it getting over to Wisconsin. Because plane tickets ain't cheap. I mean, we've already bought them, but
Who knows if we'll be able to make it back?
exactly,
Right.
who knows? I mean, they're round trip tickets, but
Oh.
but
Well,
we still need gas while we're there for the van we're renting. And being in a band is expensive.
I was just going to say, I think we use every nickel and dime
Oh yeah.
to do what we do. I don't have any regrets.
No,
But
right.
it is hard work though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do we have a mail call this week?
No, I got rid of it because I'm reading comments on every Friday on William versus the World.
Okay. So
I put them right on the screen.
Thanks for sharing,
It's good.
guys.
Thanks for sharing
Thank
the stream.
you.
Thank you.
Like, share, all that fun stuff. Really helps us out. And it's free.
Hit the notification bell.
And I noticed, like, you know, when you hit like and share, it doesn't just help with, like, local bands, but any kind of local artist. Like, I know a lot of, like, photographers and, like, artists.
Mm-hmm.
20
Yeah.
stars from Mike. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Woo!
Definitely. Alright. Let's get into a couple of these topics here.
Can you speak up a little bit?
We're getting into a couple of these topics here.
Are they hot topics?
I can tell when you're too low because when I'm reading, I can tell if the captions pick you up or not.
Okay.
180 more from Mike. Thank you.
Yo, thanks, Mike.
Let's do...
It's a good thing I yell all the time. That's why I do well on this program because there's only one mic. A lot of people are like, that guy's always yelling. It's because I'm aware that
But there's only one mic.
there's only one mic. So that's why I'm always sounding like this. If you ever wanted to know, this is how my mother used to talk to people.
110
As a
from
child, my
Kevin.
parents discouraged loud noises, so I that's why I'm quiet.
Did they? I'm inviting them to a show.
Oh,
So-
they like rock and roll. It's just they didn't want the kids, you know, raising hell because
I
we
don't
got ready
blame
to
'em.
yell at each other.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
That's a
So-
parent thing.
Exactly. It's one of those things where they would always say to me that, like, you'll understand when you're older. You'll understand why we do what we do. You'll understand when you're older.
They knew you'd have your own band room.
Exactly. And they knew when I'm older, I'd constantly be telling people, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Go outside and run around.
Have you guys heard of this trend going around called hashtag Blackout 2024?
What's that, like?
Is it like the? It's like the eclipse.
Oh
No.
my god.
Is it going out, like, bar hopping or something?
It's Aurora Borealis. I don't know what that is, but it sounds
The
good.
Northern Lights?
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that thing that we just had? The
No.
solar flares?
No.
Solar black. It's total, what do they call it? Total devastation.
That's total warfare.
No, Hans was telling me about it the other day. Total equilibrium.
Wait,
Equal
was he
living.
trying to explain to you what Aurora Borealis is?
Total orgasm.
Because
Ooh,
that's not
I've
what
had
it
one of
is.
those.
He was-
The Northern Lights is not anything devastating at all. All it is just the sun's solar flares just passing through our Earth's electromagnetic
All right,
field.
well, Hans was always talking about.
There's nothing devastating about that.
Oh,
Got
okay.
30 stars from Eric.
Woo!
Nothing
you, Eric.
dies. You just get to see what our electromagnetic field looks
Well,
like.
no, I don't know what the blackout is. What is it?
The blackout is people blocking celebrities on social media.
Ah, fuck those guys, right? So,
So,
Are they It must be because. Go ahead.
on May 6th, celebrities flocked to the steps of New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art, swathed in jewelry and other fineries, as hundreds of activists protested miles away. So this is in protest.
Oh, because of the wars and the crazy stuff. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, when celebrities don't do what people want them to do, like what their fans don't want them to do, when they don't align politically, like say Sepsis doesn't align politically with somebody, then they get mad and they say, oh, fuck that band. You know, we're going to get rid of the bands now. And I do understand it. They feel like we have voices, right? They feel like a lot of people at home feel like public figures and musicians and actors and actresses, they feel like we have a gift to get to a lot of people. Politicians, sports players, right? We all have large social media accounts. Even small artists 3,000, 5,000. I understand it. I understand it. We should all speak up against violence. I understand where people are coming from, but you can't force people to do shit.
True.
I agree.
That's what that means. Were they saying they're gonna like get rid of their favorite celebrities?
Yeah. So if any of the celebrities speak out, they're gonna block
Like Ukraine and all of that stuff.
They're gonna block them. Hashtag block them. It's pretty crazy.
So they're So basically, like, you punish your favorite celebrities because they don't align with you, sort of thing, or they won't use their platforms. I'm gonna keep it real. Like let's look at the sepsis page. There's far too many people here that believe too many different things. So like, that's why I don't think that people at home understand that. We can't align with any political or religious groups because that would be irresponsible. Because Zach feels differently than I do. And I feel differently than Lexi does. And Lexi might feel differently than Melissa does. And Hot Sauce might have her own set of beliefs. So I don't think people really understand. Not all companies have the ability to just align and speak out about everything. Because it would be irresponsible for us to take one side or another.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like to preach my political or religious beliefs because that's nobody's business but mine.
I was going to say, it winds up being personal.
Right.
Yeah.
It winds up being personal. You know, we talk about a lot of hard topics, and I'm glad that was brought up. Because I think celebrities and for lack of a better word, just performers and entertainers and people with influencers need a break when it comes time for elections and different things like that. It catch a lot of heat and pressure from people at home. But like entertainment is like the one place, video games and music is the one place you guys can go to get away from stuff like that. You know, I think that, you know, that's the cool thing about sepsis is you don't know what we align with. We don't have to be anybody. We could just be entertainers. And when you get off of work, you know, you could play video games. You don't have to align with anybody. You don't have to worship anything. You just take some stress off and you play the video game. I think that's the cool part about having entertainers.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Another thing that's pretty interesting. Have you guys been seeing a lot of super bundling?
Super bundling?
Yes.
That's a big thing.
Where like you are, let's say you're purchasing like a streaming site. Let's say it's Peacock, but like when you get Peacock, you also get Disney Plus, Hulu, Paramount.
The reason why that is because people do surveys and tests on this, and they found that most people, or handfuls of people that are subscribed to streaming sites, that's hard to say, most people that are subscribed to music streaming sites are also subscribers to a news site, a video site, or movies like Hulu or Netflix. So what they're finding out is that when surveyed, most people that are subscribers to music sites are also subscribers to Xbox Live. And those people are also subscribers to Netflix and Hulu and Hoodoo and Yoo-Hoo. So companies are starting to understand this, especially folks at like Amazon, where Amazon has shopping, movies, gaming. You guys are also seeing now, I don't know if you guys have opened your YouTube today, but now you can play video games on YouTube.
You've been able to do that for a while.
But I mean, they're advertising it now. Where
before I think they were just beta testing.
Oh, maybe. Well, now it's streamlined where every few scrolls you don't have to download anything. It's all powered by the app. But you're starting to see TikTok becoming a lot like Home Shopping Network, and you're seeing multimedia, social media become more like Roku. And you're starting to see Rumble and Tumble, and you're starting to see all of these guys. Instagram's becoming a lot more like TikTok. TikTok's becoming more like YouTube. YouTube is becoming more like Netflix and video games. Netflix is offering video games. Bundles. People are starting to figure out, wow, Apple, I can't justify my price hike. You know, most people that got into iTunes, they got into it for streaming music. Most people that got into Spotify, originally they got it in for streaming music. Mm-hmm. So if I am a subscriber to Spotify and I pay $100 because I have the idea that for throughout the year I get to stream all music, that's the original price point.
Yeah.
So most people that signed up for Spotify, if you asked them, they didn't sign up for video games. They didn't sign up for audiobooks. They didn't sign up for podcasts. Originally, I know people who signed up for Spotify just because they thought that they were going to listen to bands like Sepsis. Mm-hmm. So most people that signed up for Spotify years ago signed up for music. Well, over time, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Netflix, even Xbox, they've kind of evolutionized. They've kind of morphed into different companies. They're not the same companies that we started with. I mean, MySpace wasn't a music company at first. Nope. You know what I mean? So social media aren't social anymore. It's more just like media. Mm-hmm.
Like when you think about it, when YouTube started out, it used to look like a internet version of America's Funniest Home Videos. Now everybody, if you want a successful YouTube channel, you have to have pro cameras, pro audio, best lighting, color correction. Everything's got to look like an IMAX movie now.
And that
is not the same place it used to be.
And photographers aren't photographers, and musicians aren't musicians, and channels aren't channels, and social media isn't social media, and gaming isn't gaming. Mm-hmm. They all kind of are like, all of these apps and technology suites kind of all spy on each other, see what they all do really well, and then try to hijack that. It's not like Google invented search bars.
No.
They just did it better
than Yahoo.
Right, and they haven't done anything since. It's not like a lot of these companies that are at first companies that specialize in movies. It's not like they all go on to live streaming and do well. Mm-hmm. It's not like all of the gaming sites that specialize in gaming go on and do well in movies. Some do, some don't. I mean, you think of Vine and you think of Twitter.
100 stars from Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Chad.
So I guess the key takeaway from my whoa.
Nice.
I was not expecting
That's really
that. That's cool.
It's really an adjustment.
This is why I always have sunglasses on.
I can see that. It's good. I like it. It's just an adjustment. The common denominator is all of these apps and sites are on. Everyone's kind of like in the middle of wanting to do what everybody else is doing. At the same time, you have this attack on independent forums and independent platforms, and you have the biggest companies in the world kind of taking up the independent space at the same time and moving back into the direct-to-consumer space, which is really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's what we're looking at right now. I mean, TikTok doesn't know if it's what it wants to do with itself. Instagram doesn't know if it wants to be TikTok. TikTok wants to be a distributor. The distributors and music publishers are thinking about suing Spotify and the DSPs. Mm-hmm. Apple's in court. SiriusXM are under huge lawsuits. Live Nations is under scrutiny. Instagram and the rest of the social media are all under fire for, the accusations on attack on teens and young women and all of that. I mean, we don't know what we're looking at anymore. Some of these sites want to be porn sites. Some of these sites want to be... It's almost like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Everything's a beta.
Everything's right. I mean,
everything's a day. Everything is an LP. Nothing's really released. It's all like raw or debut or amateur.
It just seems
low quality. Some of it.
You're right. She's right.
Subpar.
No, she's right, man.
Low effort. Low budget.
Well, yeah, and I mean with social media and everything,
this is crazy.
Like,
yeah, it's a mess.
All of these platforms are just trying to copy each other when in reality, like
that's what I'm saying.
Take MySpace, like they should, like if they had just stopped and started instead of trying to copy Facebook with everything they did. You know, like they had a good thing going. A lot of these companies, they get greedy, so
that's like, the bundling thing.
We need more and more. Like, dude, just stay in your lane.
Right.
And you can't. It's like you can't justify the price hike.
Right.
You can't. You know, if you're iTunes and I'm Spotify and you're Pandora and we all are promoting that we all have all the artists, then we have to bundle in audiobooks. We have to bundle in all this other bullshit to justify the price hike.
And also to get to advertise to new shoppers to buy their bundle.
Wow.
It's also not just for turning. People are also like really greedy for new.
Right.
We want new stuff. We don't want, especially the consumers. The consumers want new. We're sick of the old.
And the developers want and the developers want new, impressionable, softer brains.
Well, corporations are just getting greedy. Like before streaming, we had cable, but then Netflix came along and was like, "Hey, no advertisements if you just pay, $5 a month, and we'll send you DVDs and shit."
Right.
So then that changed the game because everyone's like, "Well, why am I paying $70 a month for cable? I'll just get Netflix for $5-6 a month, and then I don't have to sit through advertisements."
Right.
But then eventually, all these other sites came along and like, "Oh, we like what they're doing." And then the cable companies and networks and channels started realizing like, "Oh shit, we could be making money off this. So we're going to pull our stuff from Netflix and have our own thing." And now everyone's complaining because like, well, what do I subscribe to? Is it Peacock? Is it Paramount? Which one do I want? Like,
I think there's, and that's one disconnect I will say, is that like with movies and shows and popcorn and Hulu and stuff like that, they can justify the price hike a little bit because they do offer different things. Yep. Whereas like music and DSPs and apps that claim to be music sites have to do these bundles with podcasts and audiobooks and all this other shit because they legitimately can't justify having anything unique. Spotify can't justify and say anything unique about Spotify, the difference from iTunes. Spotify's got podcasts, so does iTunes. Spotify has all of everyone, so does iTunes. Well, Spotify has audiobooks, so does iTunes. So this is
really what is the difference between the two?
The UI, the dashboard, the colors,
what's really different?
Well, or you can be like me, instead of paying for, like a Spotify or, an Apple Music, you can get YouTube Premium, watch all your YouTube videos without ads, and you get YouTube Music for free, which has
bundle
all the same shit.
Bundle.
You just talked about the bundle.
That's the bundle.
Well, it's all YouTube Music.
Yes, but that's bundling.
That's a bundle. That's a YouTube bundle.
Yeah.
YouTube bundle.
They have
together.
Figured out. This is how they figured out how to bundle it, so people can spend more time on the app. The ultimate goal for all of these apps. What's the ultimate goal for Sepsis? What's the ultimate goal of the Honeycomb Hideout? It's to have you guys to watch.
Yeah, to keep people watching. To keep people on the platform.
Right. So that is what do you think the goal of Facebook is?
To keep people on Facebook. Keep people using Facebook.
So when it comes to the users and partners on Facebook, who does Facebook prioritize?
The people that keep the consumers on the platform.
Someone's been to school for this stuff. And that is the same goal of Hulu. The people that sell oil, their goal is to keep people dependent on oil. Mm-hmm. That's why you see these sites being able to pivot so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is for them to send out their robots to crawl the internet and figure out what's the next hot thing. Figure out that it's direct to consumer. Figure out that it's the bundle. Figure out what consumers want and try to be the hottest on the block to deliver it faster than anyone else.
And then shove advertising down your throat across all websites that you go on because they track you.
Right.
Even if you ask them not to track you.
The whole thing is to put out the catalog like there's options, and in the long run, you have one cable company that dominates them all, right?
Xfinity.
Because they're the ones that have the most advertising.
So it really, we were talking about it earlier today. It's like a bunch of apps and developers and tech giants that are all committing crimes that we can't recognize and understand or speak legally. They all get to play with the laws because the gadgets and the inventions are created so quickly that there aren't people to regulate or write laws about them. By the time we finally wrapped our head around social media, we have the problems that we do today. By the time we finally wrapped it's like we went from pirating music directly to streaming. That's how lazy we were. That's how much we moved the needle. We went from straight up stealing and we moved the needle just to streaming. We were so lazy, we just stayed there.
No one's tried to.
Like that's it. Like we got streaming and the needle had never moved from there. It's only 1 degree from stealing. We just never moved the needle.
We just put a fancier label on it.
Right. It's like we had pollution. We got pollution and recycling. We've never moved the needle.
Mm-hmm. We could at any time.
We could, but will we?
Like, let's keep it real. Like, we can't really stop like hurricanes and stuff like that. It's like a hurricane's a natural disaster.
Right.
An earthquake. We could stop sexual assault, though. We could choose today. Today, for one day, we could choose to do that. But human beings, they don't want to do that. We can't move the needle.
Yeah.
We can't unanimously agree to not abuse kids. We cannot move the needle. 2,000 years. 5,000 years. We have not figured that out. Weird.
Well,
Very.
It's like Bo Burnham said. It's every politician and every cop on the street are just around to protect the pedophilic corporate elite.
Woo!
Bought and sold, bought and paid for.
Damn.
Every politician is bought. They won't stop it because somebody's lining their pockets to make sure that, don't bring up sexual assault in Congress. Here's $100,000. Just pretend it doesn't exist.
Woo!
You don't need to investigate me. Here's another $100,000. I'll buy your re-election.
Is that where real problems go?
Corruption? Yeah, absolutely.
That's no wonder where all those real issues went.
It's
that's heavy, man.
It's quite messed up what power and money can do to someone's soul.
It's real. Well said.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear somebody say it, though. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody ever says it.
Nope.
It's because nobody wants to admit it sometimes.
But it's good to hear.
People don't want to talk about it.
You hear people say that on a side or from a perspective. It's nice to hear it transparently. The shit's fucked up. Mm-hmm. It is. Sit with it. Process it. We don't process anything anymore. You know what I mean? It's like we get everything at light speed. We get everything overnight. We get all of our news. We get all of our Amazon. We get it. So no, the world's fucked up. Process it.
Well, what I noticed too, and it's more of a younger generation thing, at least that I've noticed amongst my peer group, is
no, there's just never no comment section. If the older motherfuckers like me would have had a comment section, we would have been in it.
True, but no, like what I'm saying is like sometimes like like with a lot of changes, sometimes it starts at the lowest level. Like we're worried everything's national headlines and
Oh, I see what you're
you know,
saying. Yes.
But like a lot of these people sit and complain like, "Oh, look who's running the country." All this. When's the last time you went to a town hall meeting? Do you even know who's on your board of aldermen? Do you know who's running for town
I said that.
select-
I said it in a different way the other day. I was like, but it's the same thing. I was like, you know, if people are so worried about, you know, the environment or stuff like that, right? Because it works for all sides, you know. Go pick up a piece of trash. When's the last time you picked up a piece of trash? When's the last time you took out any spare time? When's the last time you've taken any? When people complain about anything, even the music industry, because I have to justify all the shit I have to say. I'm always talking about the music industry, and I'm explaining to people the one thing is I can compromise when people say, "Hey, Will, you're just complaining." I go, "Okay, you know what? Fine, I'm complaining, but compromise with me. I'm qualified to complain about it." Because I'm not just complaining about it and not offering solutions or tools. You know what I mean? Like, I might have a lot of complaints about the music industry, and everybody knows I talk a lot. But it's not just like having a bunch of problems or bringing up issues and then having nothing to offer. There's no value, or there's no research, or there's no homework. I think if you've got strong things to talk about, like you said, if you're really going to say, oh, the problems of the world, you know, maybe it's time that you woke up and not started the day in your phone, and maybe you started on your street or your own town hall or with your neighbors. You know, people are always asking me, who's the next big band or who's the next big thing? You always see these Facebook posts that'll say stuff like, you know, what's the last concert that you've seen where the band wasn't big enough, or some crazy Facebook post like that. And I'll say, you know, the bands that aren't big enough are the ones in your hometown, dude. Like the most, you know, people say we don't have any new bands and there's nothing new in rock and roll and we got the same old crap, but it's the same thing. When's the last time you went out to a local show? You know,
Right.
The most unheard of, underrated bands in the world are undiscovered by you at home. You know,
They're the ones playing at the live music venues that, you know, have a small, tiny pallet of a stage in
Right
the
on.
corner off to the
Yep.
side, and 20 fucking TVs.
people are like,
on the
oh,
wall.
you know, the music industry sucks now. There's nothing, you know, it's not like when I was a kid and all this stuff. And I say, you know, when's the last time you listened to a new band or gone out or
Right.
You found it on your own, or even like bought an album, or like when you go to these shows, did you go to their merch table? Did you say hello? Did you say that they had a good set? Like,
Right, don't just say that there's no new music and you haven't
done anything.
Done
to
anything
discover it.
right.
To even put yourself out there that you're even
Right.
wanting to know and or search for.
Some of my favorite bands that I listen to, I've discovered by playing out in the scene. When I started in metal, I only joined because I was like, I just want to play shows. Like, I had no interest in metal music. I was like, screaming, ew, I like 80s music. But then going out and, like, hearing bands like Ice Nine Kills, Dayseeker, Micah Relocate, I was like, oh, shit, it's more than just, like...
I could see you in any type of band, but I definitely see you in a metal band too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know, obviously.
Right? But that's because I went out to shows and I'm like, oh, shit, there's more talent than what I just assumed was out there. Which is just...
You discovered
Yeah,
that.
exactly. By going out and
That goes
experiencing
right
it.
back to us saying the getting information at light speed. It's like if you don't instantly like the track, if you don't instantly like the news, if you don't instantly like the girl, it's swipe. If you don't instantly like the beat, if you don't it's like some of the best music that I've discovered, I've had to listen to it a couple times, man.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies is The Big Lebowski, and I hated it the first time I watched it.
You hate that movie? I love that movie.
I love that movie. No, but
What's it about?
it's the greatest movie about bowling you'll ever watch.
I was gonna say, if I tell you what it's about, you're not gonna want to watch it.
It's about bowling?
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
but
that's the long and short of it.
but it's storytelling though, personalities,
Is it a true
characters.
story?
It could be
it's
though.
based on true events.
Yeah, like it
I
could
like
be.
that.
I will say this though, it's storytelling about people, man.
It's the story of a great journey about bowling that ultimately ends in about nothing. Like the entire story just has no real ending.
It's all of our lives.
Oh, so it's us.
I'm so happy to go to this fucking place. Now we're driving out there, so we better have fun.
Yeah.
Charlie's Hill?
No, I'm glad to go there. Yes, but no.
Over here?
No, I'm glad to go there. Southampton. We're going to Southampton to go play with Dead by Wednesday.
Woo!
And I seen video and footage of the place. And I mean I hope I have one friend in West Massachusetts. I'm praying. Like I got to get started on this West Massachusetts draw thing. If you're from West Massachusetts, please be my friend. And
come on out.
And come to my show.
The only people I knew from Western Mass were only there for college, so I don't know if they live there anymore.
The only people that we know from Western Mass are people that have been to Sepsis shows. I'm really hoping a total of 5 of them will go.
Wait a minute, I know somebody from Western Mass. Hans!
Hans, will you go to our show?
Please, bring your squad.
I will say this. They have, like, pinball machines, a bowling alley,
yeah.
arcade.
Bowling alley?
Listen, and, like, the promoter's like, I can take the arcades off the stage. I was like, no, leave them up.
No, yeah.
What? How
Like,
dare
it's
you
like
think
in
to
the
take them
area.
off?
I think it's in, like, the area.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, I
Like
can
you're
remove
on the
them.
bowling alley? Like you're performing like on the alley?
No, it's like in an arcade
Do you have to
area.
wear bowling shoes then? Can you
I
imagine
hope
that with the outfits we wear and then just
I hope.
shoes like the most ridiculous
Like you're
ones,
doing
too.
floor stomps. Ow!
Yeah,
Try not to
I'd be
slip.
worried. Them floors are slippery.
Yeah, try not
No, that's what
to
I'm saying. It's like
slip.
tap dancing.
Oh, I miss tap dancing.
Maybe we should do a show on roller skates.
Yo,
And
that
I
would
fell
fucking
at the music video
sick.
shoot.
Yeah, that's funny.
Do it. Let's try it out.
I have no grace whatsoever.
What if you're in the middle of the roller skating rink and there's roller skaters roller skating around you, amongst you,
That
while
would
you're
actually be
performing?
Some things I don't do well because I don't trust myself. You know what I mean? Like I would do it well, but I don't trust myself. Like, you know, like ice
you're
skating.
not on roller skating.
Right. I don't want to do it.
See, the problem with that is because then you also have people like me too, where we'd be playing and then I'd see everybody going around on the roller skates, and those what do they call them? Intrusive thoughts would come in like, I should throw a stick right in the middle.
No, yeah, that's the kind of shit that happened to me when I was a kid at Happy Wheels.
You were
Don't tell
roller skating
anybody.
and I threw a stick in front of you.
That's fucked up. Especially those old roller skates you're going over.
Right?
So no roller skating rink. Okay.
I would love to go to Roller Kingdom. It's like right down the road.
Roller Kingdom?
Yeah.
That's still around?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And
That's so cool.
I'd like them to open the doors for an hour so we could shoot a music video.
right?
I can't roller skate very well.
Neither can I.
I need the ones
fact,
with
I
like floor on
don't.
'em.
Something I feel like Sepsis would not be good at roller skating.
No.
Like the whole band, I feel like would be terrible at it.
No, I am
Maybe
awful.
that would make for a funny video.
Yeah.
We should all go roller skating because we can't.
Metal band goes roller skating.
Right? Epic fail.
Because we're gonna start this, Sepsis Overdrive reality show pretty soon,
That is some reality.
and I wanted to start it at Southampton. Because we can let's get up there early. Let's fucking bowl.
Let's go
Right.
bowling!
I want to go up there
I
early,
do
crank the
like to
amplifiers
bowl.
when no one's
Yeah,
there,
like
just in case no one's there.
Lexi, bowling is like the giant ball that you hit the pins. It's not a weed thing. Just
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been bowling before. The balls are really heavy.
yeah, yeah, they are
They are. They are.
wicked.
So they have different sizes, naturally.
You really want the bigger black ones, not the little multicolored.
But you put your fingers on them. They have spaces for your fingers.
There's no more fun you can have with 2 fingers and a thumb. I'm telling you.
What you do is you put it on the floor. You roll it around on the floor.
Sorry, my mind's in the gutter.
Yo, just think of the jokes that Opus will have. Right? I know one thing's for sure. I get to see Dead by Wednesday play in a bowling alley.
That's
Right?
fucking
And
sick.
that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's sick.
Right?
That's fucking
I'm gonna buy an
gnarly.
extra bag of weed for that.
Yeah.
There's food up there. Want me to call a promoter and see if they
There's
what they
food?
got?
What kind of food they got?
It's like this is
They
like
got
a
pizza?
thing. So this place is like the place in town. It's the only place. Matter of fact, every time we play West Massachusetts, I think that we're gonna die because every time that we've gone to a West Massachusetts venue, half of it is us being in the woods and me believing that we're not going anywhere. Now you know, because it's always been going. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. I don't think we're going in the right place. You start seeing my blackness come in. I start getting nervous. You guys know what I'm talking about. The further we get into the woods, the blacker I get. I'm like, yo, right. I start getting nervous. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
To the camp, and you're like, I don't think we're going the right way.
Right, I want to go home all of a sudden. Come on, guys, I don't know about this shit.
And I'm like, we're going the right way.
See, it's funny because my experience in Western Mass playing has always been in like Holyoke or Springfield.
Oh, that's different. That's a whole different,
Yeah, that's a different experience.
So
There
that's
is
a
that
different
one
type of
place-
Scary.
There is that one place in Springfield that I like, though.
Oh.
Famous Dave's.
No, I've never been there. No, it was the place with, remember they had popcorn machines and shit? I mean, it was fucking awesome.
Oh, Six Flags New England.
No,
I've never been there.
We
They
played
have
there
popcorn
with Hero and the Horror. Remember, Melissa? They
The
had
tank.
No. It wasn't the tank. That is in West Massachusetts, but that's not it. Remember the place? They had gumball machines. They had all the. Oh, we got there and the dudes were doing fiddlers and bluegrass and shit, and I was like, "Are you sure this is the right place?"
Oh.
And it was fucking awesome. Except, I mean, people were really drunk.
I don't remember.
What?
I'm trying to remember.
Wow. It was such a fun place. They had the big deck out back.
Are you talking about Charlie Bravo's?
No
That's
way.
Connecticut.
No. This is in a whole different direction.
Was it the...
We've been to too many shows. It's
Yeah.
okay. I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
I don't even remember the names of the places I played in West. Actually, I've played a couple of VFW style venues there too, but mostly I just remember the scary ones in Holyoke. I don't remember their names.
I mean, I wish I'd remember because there was this awesome gent band there.
Mickey O's.
Nice.
You got it.
Mickey O's.
That was a good spot.
That was.
Remember, I was like, no one's going to come here, and all of a sudden it was fucking
It was
packed.
packed.
I was like, oh my
yeah.
God.
Then we went across the street to go get pizza.
Yo. I was like, no one's ever going to come to this show. No way.
And then the
And it was
old bass
fucking
player
packed.
was like really like pouting the whole time. Then he saw it was packed and like they weren't pouting anymore.
Yes.
That's a gnarly spot that had checkered floors.
Yeah. Now you
Remember?
remember. Yeah, they had the
Yes.
big gumball machines and
And
shit.
the pool table.
Nice.
And all night, I'm like, I'm going to get some of that popcorn. And I never did. I'm like, I'm going to get some of that popcorn.
We also got some awesome shirts.
Yeah, that was a dope night. That was the best gent band I've ever seen in New England ever. They were so tight.
Right.
My favorite gent band from New Hampshire that's no longer with us was called Apollo.
Damn.
Let It Go used to play with them all the time.
I don't like to hear when the bands break up. These
Oh,
dudes,
just
these
those
dudes were
guys.
sick, man. These dudes were sick. They had like fucking 9-string guitars. Shit was
Yep.
dope.
First time I ever saw an 8-string guitar was Apollo.
I like it with the gent stuff. It's great.
Right?
It's all like clean. That's why I liked it. It was like, it wasn't even like they weren't even using distortion. These motherfuckers was tight.
Oh, I love that.
It was so dope. We gotta go though.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
That's it.
We'll see you guys next week on the Hump Day.
Yo, thank you guys
Wednesday
for all the
Yeah.
stars and helping us out. We appreciate you guys.
Ew.